Is social anxiety ruining your plans to help you grow as a confident and social person? Humans are social animals, and connecting with like minded people can help de stress and boost self confidence. Fear of judgment or embarrassment might be making you feel overwhelmed and avoid social situations. Well, the good news is you don't have to live like this. You can teach your body and brain to overcome any assumed fears around people and social events. In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 neuroscience backed up strategies and methods to help you tackle social anxiety head on in everyday's life situations. I will tell you how to think and what to do to build those new neural pathways in your brain to overcome social anxiety. Not only this, I also throw some bonus tips to work on social anxiety and self confidence. So stay till the end of this video. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Ria and I am a certified mental health professional. Every day, I help people overcome mental and emotional health issues using neuroscience based information, tips, techniques, and skills which are easy to practice. Before we go into solutions, I want to share a story. Many years ago, I went to a Christmas party organized by my husband's work. It was a great and expensive venue. I was quite excited to go there, but I remember feeling uncomfortable, worried, and anxious within few minutes of reaching there. The scenario over there was very different than my expectation. I had no one to talk to. No one approached me because they didn't know me. I was there as a spouse. Um, and for eating, I got to eat only fries and drinking green tea. They had no vegetarian choices, and some kind of meat was mixed even in salads. I felt it was really poorly arranged party with limited choices, no games, no activities, no interactions for the new people to interact with each other. So anyway, that experience still make me think twice before going to any Christmas party until now. I always wonder, uh, what am I going into? What is going to happen there? So mine is example of feeling social anxiety before attending Christmas party. You could analyze if there are any specific scenarios you have anxiety about. Here are some questions to ponder about before you blame yourself for having social anxiety all the time. So you can ask yourself, first question is, am I hanging out with the right crowd? Second one is, what is my individual purpose of going there? Now let us talk about solutions. Social anxiety is not a life sentence. With the right strategies and tools, you can start feeling more confident, comfortable, and at ease in any social situation. First strategy is understand your brain and calm it down. Social anxiety stems from brain's natural fight and flight response, which can get triggered by a perceived threat. For someone with social anxiety, this threat can be as simple as making eye contact, speaking to a stranger, even a simple question of how are you can be triggering the anxiety. So, when you get triggered, the amygdala, a part of the brain responsible for detecting danger, becomes overactive, causing your heart to race. Your palms will become sweaty and thoughts will start spiraling. Now you might be thinking what to do to break this pattern. Well, what you can do is regulate your nervous system with deep breathing. Deep breathing is one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective evergreen way to calm your body and mind anytime, anywhere. When you slow your breath, you are activating your parasympathetic nervous system, which counteracts the fight or flight response. How to try it? It is one of the method is 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4-5 times before a social interaction. Now, this is not a magic trick. You also need to practice the right mindset along this exercise. Imagine you are about to walk into a networking event. Your heart starts pounding and you feel like running away. Pause outside the door, close your eyes, and do the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Imagine the possible scenario inside that door. Imagine you just being there, another person in the crowd. Tell yourself that you are only going there to observe first and you only have to talk to one person at a time. Remind yourself any great conversations you had recently one-on-one with anyone, anywhere. With this type of self-talk, positive thinking, and open-mindedness, you will feel calm and more grounded, making it easier to step into that new scenario. If you can practice similar way, that is great. If you can't, reach out to me, and I have worked with several clients who were not even able to do deep breathing or think rational on their own. I am trained and experienced in a specific therapeutic technique which can help you overcome social anxiety and any type of anxiety within few sessions, and it is permanent work. My details are mentioned below. Let us move on to second method, that is reframe negative thoughts. Social anxiety often stems with a running commentary of self-doubt. What if I mess up? What if they think I'm boring? Others are smarter than me. I want to run away. These thoughts can spiral into a cycle of fear and avoidance. What can be done about this? Challenge and replace every thought. When a negative thought arises, ask yourself, is this thought true? What evidence I have? Or tell yourself that this is just a thought and I'm not going to lose this good invitation due to a silly thought. You can also tell yourself that I think I have good information about most of the topics in this world and I can have a meaningful conversation on any topic with anyone. If you could look back, you can understand that most of the time these thoughts are exaggerated or they are baseless and irrational. So try replacing each negative thought with a positive one or a simple neutral thought. For example, replace everyone will think I'm awkward with some people might notice I'm nervous, but that's okay. It happens to everyone. Another example is, let's say you are at a party and you are worried about saying something embarrassing. Instead of obsessing over, I'm going to ruin the conversation, remind yourself, I have interesting things to share, and people are here to connect, not judge. Cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, a widely used and science backed approach, emphasizes the power of reframing negative thoughts into neutral or positive ones. I am trained in CBT and trauma focused CBT as well. You can connect with me or anyone else, any other professional if you trust. You can do CBT with them and learn to practice negative thoughts into positive ones. Third, very effective method is gradual exposure. There is a lot of data to back up the success behind gradual exposure, but do it in small and manageable steps. Neuroscience shows that repeated exposure to a fearful situation can help rewire your brain, teaching the brain that situation is safe. You can practice it by creating an exposure ladder. Start by listing social situations that make you anxious from least to most intimidating. Start from less fearful situations and gradually work your way up to the list. Over time, your brain will become less reactive and your confidence will grow. If speaking to a stranger is your biggest fear, start by making small talk with a cashier while buying your stuff. Once that feel comfortable, try striking up a brief conversation with a coworker or somebody you meeting only for a few minutes. Another example is imagine you are terrified of public speaking. Begin by speaking up in a small group of friends. Once that feel manageable, try sharing a thought during a team meeting. Eventually, you might find yourself presenting in front of larger audience with less manageable fear. Now remember that it may take a few weeks or months when you are doing it on your own, and it's okay. Do not rush, do not pressurize yourself to be a social butterfly right away. What else can be added is write down how you were assuming the event before going in and how it went realistically. I'll also note down how you were able to pivot and handle the situation out of your pre assumption. Acknowledge the difference between assumption and reality. Also, analyze what went well and what did not go well. If you find that it was your body who was displaying more anxiety instead of just thoughts in the mind, then you would need to focus on doing more physical exercises to strengthen your nervous system. Fourth great method is boost your confidence with positive body language. Did you know that how you carry yourself physically can impact how you feel emotionally? Neuroscience support the idea that adopting a confident body language can trick your brain into feeling more self-assured. This concept is often referred to as power posing. How to do that? Well, practice and adopt open and confident posture. When you stand tall, make eye contact and keep your arms uncrossed. You send signals to your brain by doing this that you are safe and in control. Before entering a social setting, spend 2 minutes in power pose. Stand with your feet, shoulders width apart, hands on the hips, and chest open. You can help boost your confidence hormones like testosterone and lower the stress hormones like cortisol by practicing. Let's say you are walking for a job interview. Instead of hunching over your phone, stand tall, take deep breaths, and smile. You will not only appear confident to others, but you will also feel more in control. I hope you are finding this video helpful. If yes, it would make sense to like and subscribe so you continue receiving my new videos without looking for them. Now, as I promised in the beginning of this video, I will throw in some additional tips and techniques. First one is to prepare and practice. If a specific social situation make you nervous, prepare for it in advance through imagination and practice in front of mirror. For example, if you are attending a networking event, think of a few conversation starters or questions to ask from others. Practicing what you're going to say. Advanced practice can reduce anxiety. Imagine that everyone is speaking in their own style and you also have the same freedom. Second tip is focus on others, not yourself. Social anxiety often stems from being overly self-conscious. Shift your focus outward by genuinely listening to others and showing interest in what they are sharing. This not only eases your anxiety but also makes you a great conversationalist. Understand their content and express yourself authentically. They need to see and know the real you. That's how they will be able to choose if both of you are a good fit for each other or not. If you start feeling nervous or anything else, you can always take the excuse of going to the bathroom. Then practice deep breathing exercise. Calm down yourself through rational thought and return to that person or group after calming down. Tell your fearful mind that you always have that option. Third tip is, if possible, gather information about people who will be attending the event. If you are going to a social event related to business, you can do some homework, some research, who is coming there. If there is someone visiting who is more higher level than you, and so you can practice what is it you want to ask from them. The fourth tip is, don't underestimate small wins. Remember to celebrate each occasion whenever you challenge yourself and face the situation. Every small step you take, whether it's making eye contact, saying hello, joining a group conversation, it's a progress. Acknowledge and celebrate these victories and build momentum. Note them down in a specific journal and read it before attending any social event. I want you to know that if social anxiety feels overwhelming, consider seeking help from a therapist instead of living with the damages. Techniques like EMDR and CBT can provide significant relief by processing and releasing the root causes behind your social anxiety. You can also join a support group where everyone can give emotional support to each other and practice conversation skills, assertiveness, self-confidence building skills together with each other. So today we learned that overcoming social anxiety takes time and practice, but it's absolutely possible. By understanding your brain, reframing your thoughts, practicing gradual exposure, and adopting confident body language, you can start feeling comfortable and self assured in any social setting. Remember, progress does not happen overnight. Be patient and kind to yourself as you navigate this journey, but keep the data. With consistency and effort, you will find that social interactions become less fearful and you will start enjoying those connections and conversations. I hope you find this video helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please, you can write down there in the comment section. You will find the next video somewhere on the screen here. So you can click over there if you want to learn more about this topic. Bye for now. Take care.